Hey, people of the world of existence that you are living in. I have not uploaded in quite a long time. I know that. But I am going to do a very interesting video to show why I have not necessarily been uploading. There's been many reasons, but to show you what I've been doing in the process, not necessarily the process, but what I've been doing instead of doing videos for past few months. So I'm going to show you, or wait. Okay, so if you don't know, I play instruments. Quite a few various of instruments that I have. I'm just gonna go through what I have, how maybe play a song or two, and then just say the backstory to how and why. I don't say how. How is with money, of course. I do say why in the video. I have it. But quite a few of them. Okay, no, not quite a few. Just one of them I don't have. I don't know what happened to it. It was under here, which under what it is an instrument, and I'm gonna show you, which maybe some of you know. I don't know. But my first instrument is the trumpet. I can't play anything on that because I don't have it. I don't know what happened to it. I really don't know what happened to it. But that was my first instrument that I played for 12 years, from 6th grade to 12th grade. And I guess it was okay. The backstory to that is just because I wanted to be in band, and that was the first instrument I chose. Quick story, yeah, very true. Okay. So, my second story of okay, I promise these are going to be interesting stories. These next few instruments, okay. So the next instrument that I have is, there you go, downward, a piano. Yeah, I know it's considered a keyboard, okay? It's a piano, I believe, but people call it a keyboard, and I just ask myself why. Why do they call it a keyboard? I guess it does look like a keyboard, but I mean, people have different opinions on different items. I know it's called a keyboard. I know that. But it looks like a piano, it acts like a piano, it sounds like a piano, so I'm gonna call it a piano. I can call it what I want because I want, okay? So the backstory to this is, I've been wanting to play piano since 2019. I was gonna say a year ago, but that'd be false because that's 2020 since it's 2021. Since it's 2021, but it's 2019. It was like the middle of 2019 when I wanted to play it. So the backstory is, there's this composer that I really love, and his name is Philip Wesley, and there's many songs that I love. Let me just go through some actually, because hopefully you didn't see that. Okay, so I actually have quite a few songs. I have only a few in here. So I have Wanderlust. It's a song that I actually got for free because uh what was it called? I did a subscription type of thing where I signed up for his emails and stuff like that. I got that one for free. It's a good song though. The second one that I have is Soul's Lament, right here. And that one is a song that I like, and that this song I got because I like this one. I have learned a little bit of it. Um, I've learned maybe six measures, which is kind of bad, especially that I've had this song for maybe about 1.5 years. But I mean, uh, I'll get back to it eventually. but it's kind of tricky, especially when, I don't know, I'm just making excuses at this point. So the third song that I have is actually one of my favorite ones. It's called "The Chase" by Philip Wesley. You should, I was gonna say you should listen to it, but I mean, it's one of my favorite ones. Um, this one I've actually learned the whole page. I've actually learned the whole page because what I like to do is I like to go to his website, and the songs that I like that I want to learn, I screenshot. So, for instance, if I go to the website, there'll be this page to advertise this song, and I'll screenshot this page and I'll learn the song. And if I could learn it within amount of time, then I'll get the entire song. But I mean, like I said, I haven't learned the song in a while too. But I could play the first page though. I don't know if you could, I don't know if I showed you the first page. Boom. So that's that one. Like I said, one of my favorite songs. The fourth song and the last song that I have is one that I actually worked on a few days ago. I think it was like 3 days ago. I worked on it. It's this one, Bella's Lullaby, and it says from the Summit Entertainment film Twilight. I personally have not seen the Twilight movie, but I believe my parents have, and that's why they wanted me to learn this song because they watched it, but I haven't watched it. But that's where it's from, and I've learned the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's it called? 8 measures. I learned those right before I got to the good part, because it gets to the good part after that. But I'm gonna get back to that eventually. So like I said, I wanted to learn the piano because of Philip Wesley, and I think that's the backstory to that. Yeah, let's go to my next instrument that I have. I love the piano though. My next instrument that I have is a guitar, and the backstory to this is fairly interesting because um I wanted to play guitar because of the game the game The Last of Us Part 2. And after I saw the game through 3.5 times, I was on my fourth time watching it, but then I realized the more I watched it, the more details I could see that I didn't see in the previous one, and I was already upset over everything, so then I just decided to stop watching it then. But I believe it was after the second time I watched it, I wanted to play guitar. And I don't consider this a guitar, but this is the very first guitar that I touched. When I first wanted to learn. It was this one. Okay. It was this one. It was this one. Okay. Yes. I know. But that's because it's like it's out of tune majorly. That's why I don't consider it a guitar, because it constantly goes out of tune. And yeah. But let me show you my first one. I call this like 0.5, but it should really be called 0.000. Get to the next one. So this is the next one. Let me take it out of the case that I have it in. Okay, so this is the first guitar that I had. Oh man, you already saw it. I'm gonna go by off the time, because the green one that I showed you, I had it for about a day, because then that same day, that afternoon, or that evening, I realized that there was another guitar in the storage, and it's been there for quite a few years. But I remember it was broken, but I couldn't remember how, and that's when I was intrigued to go get it, because I wanted to learn it. I was like, why not, But this is it. This is the first guitar that I learned for about 2 months. This one right here. This is my first one. I like it. I mean, I still use it. Yes, I do use it. But I mean, I'll explain more in a little bit to why I haven't been using it. Um, when I do a clap, like a clap or something, I'll explain why I haven't been using it. Okay, so excuse me. So this was the very first one that I touched. As you can see, maybe you can see, maybe you can't. Look, how many strings does it have? There's one. There's supposed to be a string here. However, this was the point where I didn't really know much about guitar. I didn't even know the name of this guitar, but after using it for the amount of time that I had it, for about 2 months, I started realizing much more about guitars. For example, the strings. For example, this is a nylon, which makes this a classical guitar. I didn't know this at the time, but now I do know. And because of the stock head, because of the way it looks, but also because of the strings, you can see it's tied onto itself. It doesn't have a ball end like others do, and I could show you. So this is the first one that I had for about 2 months, I believe I said, but I'm not quite sure. Oh, I didn't say how it was broken. Um, everything was fine when I saw it. These were broken, not necessarily these, but it was these knobs that were broken. Um, I believe there was 4 out of 6 on. So for example, these 3 were broken. They were off, and then these 2 were on. So it was these 4, this one, this one, this one, and this one, that were broken, and these were the only 2. However, these are not the same. This is not the same machine system that was not on there. This is new, so that's why these are new. Yeah. On to the next one. It is in tune. So that brings me to Craig. So that brings me to my second guitar that I have, and yes, I have 2. This is my second guitar. Oh wait! Before I show you, it was the brand by the other one. It was Jasmine by Takamine or Takamine, something like that. It was Takamine, a brand like that. But it didn't have anything on the stock head like this one. It didn't have a stock head like this one does. This one says Yamaha. This is my second guitar, and this is personally my favorite one. I really like this one. It's a Yamaha F335, and after I had the other one for about 2 months, I decided that I wanted to go for a steel string, because these are steel strings now that I know. And you can see the tuning mechanism that it has. It looks like this and not like downward. You know how it's downward, sort of like, I believe, a banjo. I believe, not quite sure. But it was literally there. You should see it. But let me show you what I mean by steel string. As you can see, it has bridge pins here to hold the ball in place. The other one was tied onto itself. Here, there's bridge pins. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. So this is this one. I said that I was gonna play a little bit, but I think I'll do that in a different, not in a different video, at a different time, so I could just show you everything, and then that's when I'll play. Yeah. So yeah, this is my second one, and like I said, this is personally my favorite one. I don't think I quite showed this part. I believe maybe you saw it, maybe not. I have an alien head on the 3rd fret, and that idea came from The Last of Us Part 2. I believe, yeah, I'll just say it was Ellie's guitar. She had a guitar, and on the 3rd fret there was a moth. And I sort of liked that idea, but I wanted to put my own idea into it, like interpret the same thing, but I put my own idea into it, and I put an alien head, because I'm very fascinated by aliens, because they do exist, and not that they don't, and not like there's fraud going on. I mean, nothing. Anyway, so that's my second one. I don't think there's anything much more to say about it. Other than it's my favorite, it's Yamaha. And yeah. Which brings me to my third guitar, my third one. Which means I said this was my favorite, and maybe you're like, oh, well, of course it's your favorite. That's your only good one. I do have another one. It's right here. Let me take it out of the case. This is my third guitar. So this is a Yamaha Fa 135. It is a CE, which means cut out electric. The CE. It's electric. So yeah. I mean, it is a Fender. I don't know if you can see it. It's a Fender. I do like this guitar, but I mean, I don't know. I like this guitar, but for some reason I like the other one also a lot more, because it is a dreadnought. The other one. This is a guitar shape. That one. But I mean, yeah, I'll have to do a sound tutorial type of thing. I'll do that after I finish. But yeah, this is my third one. Let me put it away, and then I may continue. So that brings me to my fourth guitar. I'm just kidding, I don't have 4. I'm planning on getting 4 though. I wouldn't consider it my dream guitar, but I would consider it a really, really nice guitar that would be nice to have. It's a Taylor 324 CE, or a different model, maybe a Taylor 814 CE, something like that. But I mean, the prices on that are expensive. That's why I haven't done it yet. So like I said, this is all because of a game, okay? I have 3 guitars, planning on getting 4 because of a game. But like I said, I don't think I said this. For these instruments, I'm not quite sure if I wanted to take them serious. For example, the trumpet I did, the piano I did. I sort of like, I didn't push them away. I didn't push the piano away. I was just sort of not using it as much. But at the time, before I got the guitars, I was using it a lot, you know? But like I said, the guitars that I have are because of a game, the piano because of a very nice composer that I know. And which brings me to my next instrument, which is, I was gonna say my favorite, but let me do the clap, because this is the reason why I haven't been using the guitars as much. Clap, clap, because my last instrument is here. I don't know if y'all can see it from this angle, but there you get it. So, before I show you, this instrument is fairly new. It's new as in I just got it as in new, not necessarily condition, but as in I just got it new. Oh, it's not finished. So this is my last instrument, and this is the reason why I haven't been playing the guitar as much. It is, drum roll, just kidding, don't do that, a violin. And this is my last instrument that I have. I think it's an end. So I don't think it's in tune. I might need to put it back into tune. Yeah. So I wanted to learn the violin. as I was saying, I wanted to learn the violin for about maybe late 2019. I've always wanted to learn. I wanted to learn the violin, but I mean, I'm not quite sure if it was something I really wanted to really learn. So I guess I sort of saved up for it, to sort of know if I really wanted it or not. But I mean, on not January, December 31st, I was like, I have the money, why not just get it? So I got it, and it came in on the 12th of Tuesday. Uh, on Tuesday, the 12th is when it came. Uh, and I mean, this is why I've been practicing this quite a bit longer. Not necessarily a bit longer, but I mean, I've been pushing all the other instruments aside because of this. So, this is what I've been learning recently, fairly recently, as in, I'm going to when I have time today, as in, I will have time. But, I mean, yeah, this is my last instrument. Um, Not necessarily reason behind why I wanted to learn it, I didn't want to learn it, but you know how for the piano I had a composer and then the guitar was a game. Just the violin I just wanted to learn, Sort of like the trumpet, I just wanted to learn the trumpet when I was in band. Here I'm not an orchestra or anything, but I mean, if you don't know this about me, I love being self-taught, especially with new instruments. This will probably be a little bit harder. I mean, yeah, it may be a little bit harder to get self-taught on this than a guitar, but I mean, yeah, this is the last one that I have, and here's the bow. I believe there was rosin on here, but from when I used it yesterday, um, you know, this is the bow. Uh, and which leads me for my next question, or sort of answer, kind of. I'm gonna leave it there because I'm gonna take it out eventually later. So, which leads me to my next question, which is there gonna be more instruments that I'm gonna want to learn? At the moment, I do not know if I'm gonna want to learn more instruments or play more. This is what I have at the moment, but I mean, I never thought I was gonna get a violin, so getting that was sort of like really cool. But I mean, at the moment, I don't know if there's anything else I want to learn. Maybe in like a year, I'm probably gonna want to learn something else. But I mean, besides orchestra instruments, I believe violin's the only one. Maybe later a viola, but I believe like a cello, nah, that's fine, But I'm gonna stick with the violin for now. Guitars for now until I get another guitar. Um, but yeah, I think this is the end of the tutorial. Tutorial? Why did I say tutorial? This is the end of the tour of everything that I have. I could play a few instruments now. I could play the piano and then the guitars. So yeah, let me go do that. wait till I learn something a lot better than Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. But very soon. Very, very soon, okay? Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.